Howdy guys, welcome to the cave. I'm Mark, and you're watching Blue Street Customs. Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, today, in this video, I'm going to try and get transmission crossmember done. I want to see if I can fit up a floor. Then from there, I could probably start building the roll cage and start tying in the front and back. I was also looking at this. Now, to get this to fit in here, I have to notch this out a bit. As you can see, I kind of marked it out roughly where it would be. All right. Then I started looking at it and saying, okay, well, I better fit up the firewall so I know exactly where that's going to sit. Well, I don't know what it is on this model. This freaking firewall doesn't fit worth a shit. You know, like, it just, there's no locating spots. There's no, the cowl is curved, but the firewall is straight. Like, nothing, you know, just doesn't line up. So, I started looking at this and going, what could I do? How could I do it? I'm thinking I'm just going to cut this whole front end right off. Now, I don't know if you can see that. I kind of made a mark, but basically right where it bends and curves down through here, I'm thinking of cutting it off right there and then capping and making my own firewall, filling in this bottom corner, and just make a tubular front end. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to get a couple things ready and then I'll be back. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do that modification to the front end. I bent up a transmission crossmember. All right, located it with the motor where I need to put it. You know, so it's going to sit right about here. I got some marks on the frame. Now I also went along and remeasuring things with the body, things like that. This back piece that I had back here was too big and didn't look right. So I decided to change it. I just put a small one in. As you can see there, just put a small one in and it doesn't stick out as far either, like the last one did. Okay. You can see that there, right? Okay. Also went and just sanded the tops of these and the bottom just a little bit just to make sure they were flush. So I know where my transmission, or transmission crossmember is going to be. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting the floor on first. Then I can just easily take this, put it in its place, and glue it to the bottom of the floor at the same time so I know that it's at the right level. Now, I'm thinking I will have to use my Dremel at some point and carve in here, or even cut it right out and put a transmission loop in, or a drive shaft loop I should say, but I won't do that until after I got my 4-link and my axle located where it needs to be, so then I'll know if the drive shaft is higher or needs to go through it or what. Okay, so I've got this I think it's 1 mil styrene sheet. So this here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to notch it a little bit for the back here so that it can sit deeper in, and then I'll mark it. Once I got that, then I can mark it around my corners, and then I can figure out where I have to cut for my transmission. So that's what I'm going to do right now. that I've got the floor glued on, I cut out another piece, and this is going to be the trans tunnel. So it's going to end up curved, kind of like so. Now, I don't know if I can focus this in, but let's see if we can get this. You can kind of see, there we go, that I made a lip on both sides so that when I curve it, it's going to stick out flat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the floor here, and each flat piece will catch on either side, kind of like so. All right, and it'll make the trans tunnel. Now I got to cut this a little shorter because it is a little too long. I need to cut it back about here, but that's fine. But we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll just leave it full length. But first, I'm going to cut this out. And once I glue this in, then I can glue my transmission crossmember in. And we'll go from there. Okay guys, well, as you see, I cut some slits here just to give it a relief. I added in the transmission crossmember, put the trans tunnel in, carved out a spot for the drive shaft ring at the back. Alright, this here you won't see once I start doing the upper deck and everything, hiding all of that. And then this here, I'll finish shaping this probably with a piece afterwards, but I'm going to build the firewall first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to do some measurements, maybe make some cardboard templates of a few different things, and then I'll be back and I'll show you where I'm at. Okay guys, so you saw me get this done. You know, I still got the firewall here to do, not a big deal, and I still got to start doing this. That's fine. I got the drive shaft ring in, got transmission crossmember in. So in the next video, we'll probably start building all the firewall, maybe cover up the back here, figure out a design for that, and doing a few other things. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned or not, but this whole front end was interfering with this. This firewall just did not fit. We had a curved cowl, but yet a straight firewall. Now, nicely detailed and all, but nothing fit, right? Didn't fit the cowl, didn't fit what I was doing, so goodbye. And then I started thinking, well, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to have to build my own. So to build my own, since this here was interfering a bit with this still, didn't look right, cut it off, goodbye. So I started building my own. Now I didn't film any of it, and if I did, for some reason I thought I did, but can't seem to find it, so I'm just going to explain here what I'm doing. Obviously, cut that front end off. The firewall itself was supposed to sit here, but like I said, this is straight, cowl's curved, so I made my own. All right, follows the contour, and of course it left big gaping holes here, so I got them filled in a little bit. Now I have some putty on the way, and it's not here yet, but it's an epoxy putty, so I'll use that to fill in these heavier gaps and stuff right there. Now I also went ahead and I built some standoffs in here, or catch rails, whatever you want to call them, so that this can sit right on it. Right now, you can see how well that's sitting in there. Right. So obviously, I still got to build a piece that's going to go right across. I'll have to make some indents, figure out exactly where this is going to sit. I think it sits right about there somewhere. So something like that. All right. So I'll have to fill it in across here, and obviously finish up my trans tunnel. But we'll get to that in the next video. And I just wanted to show you where I was at. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you can get notified when I post videos. Check me out on Instagram and on Facebook. Links will be down in the description. Make sure to leave some comments down below. And until next time, later.